People at home that might not understand how serious we take junior football, how many hours a week you're putting into it. And like you mentioned, now that we have huddle out there that we didn't have years ago, but the effort that we all put in to try and make these teams better.
I'll wait for after the kickoff.
All right, here we go. We're going to get the kick underway in the beat game here, Old Forge and Lakeland. And onside kick, and it's fielded by Lakeland cleanly, and they're going to start with great field position.
Looks like number 88 or 68.
38.
38. It's going to take us a little getting used to. They didn't put the roster.
That's Ethan Roberts.
Ethan Roberts on the return.
The kicker was number 90.
46-yard line.
Was that 99 that kicked it?
44-yard line. Lakeland will start first.
We're going to struggle a little bit with the roster, so we're going to apologize. But
we'll get them all in.
Old Forge, a lot of these kids, Chris, were on the Super Bowl champion team last year. So Old Forge with a veteran B team here. A lot of these kids have been to a Super Bowl. They're battle tested.
Well, they come in undefeated, though. So Lakeland's playing some good football right now, though.
Back to pass goes Lakeland. They're going deep on first down. Incomplete. Quarterback Domenico Spatero tried to go deep down the sideline. He was looking for one of his wide receivers and just overshot him.
So, John, you were saying,
And that's the thing. With junior football, a lot of people don't realize we probably put in as much effort in it as the high school coaches do, and even college, because you have your practices. You're coming out of work. You're coming to put in 2 hours of practice, but that doesn't end for the coaches. You're giving kids rides home and so forth. Then you're going home to watch huddle, watch games, and get the game planned.
So Spatero's going to go with a twin set to his left, I formation. Toss sweep, trying to get to the corner here. Number 8, and he's swallowed up and dropped by number 34 for Old Forge.
That's Christopher Russian
on the carry, and it's Casey Holzman on the stop for Old Forge, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 12 here for Lakeland.
Well, John, I came up to your practice this week. I saw the team up there, and like I said, it was a little bittersweet being up there, but I was really proud of your team and seeing them celebrate after that game, and talking to your kids, asking, who's your biggest rival, and they all say Valley View at the same time, and that's great because you got a bunch of really good kids there, and I couldn't be more happy for you and your team.
Yeah, and the reason it's Valley View, Chris, is you guys, Valley View was the top of the A teams all the times.
Spatero going to keep here, has some good yardage. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but give them a manageable 4th down here, Chris. They're going to need about 5. So Spatero gets about 7 and makes this a manageable 4th down here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Spatero put one up here because I saw that, like I said earlier in the C game, Spatero's got an arm and he can throw the ball. So we're going to see what they can dial up here.
And the thing, too, is the ACC, everybody is listening. We are the top organization around here. So all football here is probably best junior football you're going to see. We rank above everybody.
We were talking a little bit about that earlier in the C game, how far the ACC has come along, and with the NPF broadcasts. I mean, it's such a great organization.
Oh, and they get the offside penalty. The hard comp by Spatero draws that Old Forge defensive front across the ball, and let's see if they are going to get the 1st down here. And yes, they will. They'll move the sticks. So a big penalty there against Old Forge. Boy, Old Forge is big across the front for a B team, aren't they?
They are a big set of kids right there up front. And, John, we'll give you a lot of credit being president of the ACC JFL. You've done a great job, and I know you got a little girl that still cheers, so you're not going anywhere.
No, not for a little bit.
Retired, so.
Spatero, quick handoff right up the gut.
That's number 17, Lakota Dupree.
And Dupree just carrying the wild.
They might be close to a 1st down here.
Wow.
I'll tell you one thing with the Spatero kid, a quarterback. He is very good on that hard count. He did it twice last week up at North Pocono.
Spatero family big with the Lakeland Chiefs organization. They had an A team. His older brother played on the A team last year. Now at the Lakeland's freshman team.
So 2nd down and 1. We'll go down some of the players on these rosters, Chris, as we get some breaks. So we get
I've got a couple more questions. So if you have some time,
I got time.
Trips left. Spatero with a single setback behind him. Long count handoff right up the gut to.
Is that Dupree again?
Dupree, I don't think he got it because I think he's going to be just short, but we'll see the spot.
So, John, you come in today, obviously underdogs. You come into a high-powered Oliphant attack. The team did a great job against. Actually, last week you came in as an underdog against Valley View. What are you going to do to stop
Result of the play is the Lakeland Junior Chiefs.
Jordani today?
And like I was telling you when we were talking, your running back I think is just as good, if not better than Jordani. He might not be as tall, but he's got some moves, and that's what we're comparing our stopping gun.
Hand off to Dupree up the middle again, as he did have the
34.
first down.
And they got to run, go get the C team their trophies. Thanks, guys, for doing this. I
John,
appreciate
thank
your
you
help.
very much.
That's Holzman again with that stop. Thank you, John. We appreciate you
Good luck to
stopping
you
by.
today, John.
I got wires wrapped all around me.
Yeah, there's wires all in here.
Trying to walk back and forth here.
That's all good.
Gonna switch some wires here when we got a big second down here now coming up for Oliphant.
Oh, there's some here. There's some food back here.
All
Little
right.
snacks for the play-by-play.
That was nice of them. Toss sweep coming to the left here for Oliphant. Holding penalty going to be thrown, and that's going to push Lakeland back a couple of yards here, Chris. Right at the point of attack, they're going to get somebody for the hold.
Yeah, Russian had a great carry on the left side there, but that's coming back.
So let's take a look now. We mentioned.
I'll announce. Let me go through the Lakeland Chiefs B team today. Lakeland Junior Chiefs are coached by Mr. Chris Dupree. He's the head coach. Assisted by Mr. Tony Spatera, Mr. Jeff Mazolski, Jimmy DePody, Dan Snipes, and Frank Petrucci. Down their roster, number 52, Cody Allen. Number 32, Ryan Barnes. Number 62, Lyndon Bello. Number 51, Drew Chervenka. And I'll announce the rest of them right after the next play.
Second down and 15 for Lakeland.
I do apologize if I butcher some of these names.
Slot to the left. Spatero goes under center. Hard count again, trying to get them to jump. They do not. Spatero keeps off the right side, and he'll have about 4 yards back.
Looks like we're going to give number 90 the tackle on that play.
That was
Santino.
You started on Lakeland's roster, correct?
I am on Lakeland's roster. We'll go to number 50, Christopher Schmiola. Number 5, Evan Colicino. Number 66, James Cooper. Number 34, Ethan DePody. Number 17, Lakota Dupree. Number 6, Connor Frankowski. Number 21, Antonio Hazelton. Number 2, William Hazelton. Number 16, Cameron Mazolski. Number 7, Ryan Petrucci. Number 1, Evan Pochus. Number 68, Joshua Ponce. Number 38, Ethan Roberts. Continue right after this play.
Handoff off the right side. This time they're going to go to number 11. That's Benjamin Snipes.
Benjamin Snipes on the carry.
Snipes picks up a few yards, and once again, it's going to be a fourth down for Lakeland. Football at about the 19-yard line.
Number 8, Christopher Russian. Number 77, R.J. Smith. Number 79, Luke Smurl. Number 11, Benjamin Snipes. Number 84, Domenico Spatero. Number 81, Andrew Uhr. And number 42, Nathan Vale.
So here we go, fourth down for Lakeland, our opening drive of this B game Super Bowl. Spatero goes under center. Handoff off the right side to Dupree, and he's going to be stuffed this time, and we're going to get to see the Old Forge offense come out here.
Old Forge defensive line did a great job right up front there, led by number 90, Santino Crepa.
Could you get through the entire...
Yeah, we went through the Lakeland roster. We'll go right to the Old Forge.
Turnover on downs, they'll start first and 10.
So the head coach for Old Forge, Billy Nacera, has the enviable position of being the only guy in the ACC that can actually repeat. So here comes the Old Forge attack, and they love to run a version of the spread wide open, direct snap back to their quarterback. And they'll have a lot of motion and a lot of crazy plays out of it. And a double reverse on first down. Number 3 now gets to the outside, and he's got some running room coming down the right sideline. That's Joey Nacera. He's at midfield to the 45, and he'll be dragged down from behind. But the double reverse to Nacera, and he comes flying around that right end.
He had a lot of room, great blocking. Credit number 11, Benjamin Snipes, for not giving up on the play, making a shoestring tackle down here at the 41-yard line.
So the quarterback is James Sobel. He goes in the gun. Actually, they might use multiple quarterbacks with this set. They like to just... they're a tough team to defend.
Well, it looks like Lakeland's going to have to be disciplined in order to really have a chance in this game today.
And you know the key to this, especially in the B level, to be able to run the shotgun as well as they do, is the center up front. So that's Josh Spindler's their center, Chris, and he does a great job of getting that ball back. I believe number 85 is their center. So Sobel, the quarterback, wings to either side.
Lakeland looks like they're in a 6-3.
Sobel, we got a penalty marker down. Might be illegal. I think the two guys moved at the same time there.
Yeah, with this offense, you're going to have a lot of movement, so Old Forge going to have to be careful with their false starts today. It's almost like a college-style offense, Scott.
Yeah. They run it well. So they actually use Joey Nacera to bring the plays in. Sobel a lot of times will be the quarterback. You'll see Nacera play some quarterback too, I would imagine. He did that last season. So a lot of these kids, like I mentioned, are second-year B-team players.
With Super Bowl experience, Scott.
Absolutely, that's a big deal.
So this is...
See, now you'll see Nacera will go to the quarterback. Now Sobel will go to the outside and a trip set to the left. So it's Nacera in the gun. Long count. Takes the snap. Nacera is going to roll to his left. He's going to keep on a sweep, trying to get the corner, and a great open field tackle for Lakeland.
That's number 2, William Hazelton.
Number 8 it was.
Number 8, Christopher Russian.
So a really nice open field tackle there, Chris.
He made an excellent read on that play and exploded to the ball to make that tackle.
Second down and long for the Old Forge Blue Devils. It'll be Nacera with Sobel behind him. Motion across the set, Holzman. Ball on the ground.
Fumble on the play. It's rolling.
It's still on the ground. I think Lakeland's got it, Chris.
Ball comes loose.
No signal yet.
On the exchange.
And it's Lakeland ball. Yeah, they tried to get it to Holzman on the reverse, and the exchange didn't go well, and it actually came off of his feet and went flying to the outside. If we get to describe it to the people listening, it went about a good 10, 11 yards to the outside.
And the ball rolled. It rolled, bounced in.
And that's the end of our first quarter. So a quick first quarter, Chris. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the ACC JFL B-Team Super Bowl on NPFsports.com. Welcome back to second quarter action of our B-Team Super Bowl.
Jeff, you just do a quick nay-nay, whatever we're doing for halftime.
Lakeland with their second possession after the turnover. Single back behind Spatero. Back to pass. Looking. He's going to fire. Complete to Dupree on the right side. And he'll have a short gain. Tackle for Old Forge.
Pass is complete to Dupree.
By number 98, Connor Ashinsky. It was Connor Ashinsky, number 98 on the tackle.
Tackle by number 98, Connor Oshinsky. Gain of about 5 on the play, brings up second down and 5.
Lakeland goes quick. Yeah, no huddle. Back to pass Patero again. Looking, fires the out.
Wide open.
Complete first down. Hit number 21.
Antonio Hazelton ran a great route on that play.
Result of the play is the Lakeland Junior
Tripped up by Holtzman again. So here comes Lakeland right away.
So Lakeland not letting that Old Forge defense get set. Spatero keeps it right up the gut and gains maybe a yard or two. Looks like he tripped over the foot of his right guard maybe.
He lost his footing going up the middle. He had a little bit more room, but Old Forge was there.
Up second and 9 for Lakeland.
So second down, 9 Lakeland. We are scoreless here. The B-Team Super Bowl. Do we have ads for either of these guys?
I don't have any. I have some for the A-Team, but nothing for the B. Looks like Old Forge is coming out with a 5-man front.
They don't go down in a stance. If you watch, they all stand up the entire time. It's unorthodox. Hand off to Pre. He's hit right in the hole.
5. Josh Spindler on the stop for Old Forge. He had the initial hit.
I wonder if that's any relation to Mark Spindler, former Detroit Lion and West Scranton Invader and Pitt Panther.
You're right, that Old Forge defensive line does not get set.
They do some unorthodox things, and when they do that, if I'm Lakeland, I would try and run right at that and try and just take your line and drive them off the ball. It's tough to get low when you start up standing like that.
Correct.
They'll hand it off to number 11, Snipes, and Snipes will have a short gain and another fourth down here for Lakeland, and we'll watch the hard count here.
Boltzmann came up from the linebacker position to make that tackle.
Football at the 30-yard line, fourth down and a short 2. Lakeland taking their time, and like we said, we'll keep an eye on Spatero with the hard count now, see if they try to jaw that Old Forge line off, or maybe they'll go with the quick count and try and catch them sleeping. Spatero goes with the quick count, quarterback keeper, and boy, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Mike Serra running in here. We'll see where they spot it.
I think he's going to be short. 99, Josiah Matthias on the stop.
They're going to bring the sticks in.
Officials are calling for a measurement. While we have a break in the action, folks, just a reminder that...
So let's take a look at our Old Forge lineup. We didn't get a chance to do that. Once again, Billy Nacera, the head coach. Joe Nacera is an assistant. Chet Lesensky, Lenny Krappa, Brooke Holzman, and Matt Kukla are the assistants.
Short of the first down. It will be Old Forge ball.
Now for their roster, number 55, Arthur Casella, number 22, Mario Colarusso, number 84, Stone Cordiano, number 39, Joey Granco, number 34, Casey Holzman, number 90, Santino Krappa, number 94, Ray Kraszewski, number 72, Matt Kukla, number 87, Joe Machaco, number 57, Dennis Martinez, number 99, Josiah Mattis. Sorry for butchering that one. Josiah Mattis. Handoff coming to Sobel. And Sobel will be taken down by Spatero. And then a host of Chiefs come up to help, and they're going to lose yardage.
Yeah, again, very disciplined on the side of the defensive ball for Lakeland.
Some more of the players for Old Forge. Number 50, Cooper Morden. Number 16, Asher Nichols. Number 3, Joey Nacera. Number 98, Connor Oshinsky.
What's that?
Number 44, Roman Paragas. Number 67, Gavin Pitta. Number 75, Tim Ruby. Number 30, James Sobel. Number 31, Joey Sofinelli. Number 85, Josh Spindler. Number 82, Tyler Zamorowski. And number 74, Matt Leseski. Lenseski, is that how you say that? Lenceski. Lenseski? All right. Don't want to mess anybody's names up. Motion. Handoff coming to the left is Holzman. And Holzman will have a couple of yards.
Came off his block right there.
Holzman on the carry, tackled by number 8, Christopher Russian, and number 17, Lakota Dupree. Gain of a couple on the play brings up.
So it'll bring up
9.
Third down and a long 9 here for Old Forge. Football spotted at their own 31-yard line, ball in the left hash. So once again, congratulations to the Oliphant Lions C-Team Super Bowl champs on an undefeated season. And what a game it was.
It was an excellent game. Came down to the last drive. Oliphant was able to hold on.
So here we go, third down and long. Sobel will be the recipient of the shotgun snap this time. Long count. Back to pass goes Sobel. Looking, he's going to fire a swing pass out. It goes off the hands of Nacera, unable to bring it in. And let's see if they'll punt or if they'll go for this. Never know in B teams. Sometimes B teams will punt the football.
Nacera comes in with the play.
So my buddy Rick Nateri says Lenseski.
Lenseski.
So the big blue devil. Thanks a lot, Rick, for helping me with that. And I don't want to.
Come out with a spread set.
Back to pass, Sobel, and he's going to try the quarterback draw. Nowhere to go. Spatero all over him.
They came out spread. It didn't look like Lakeland adjusted too well, which obviously didn't benefit Old Forge because their defensive ends came right in untouched.
So Lakeland will take the football here in great field position.
At about the 27-yard line.
So first down and 10 for Lakeland. Football spotted at the Old Forge 27-yard line. Ball on the right hash.
Defensive game so far, Scott.
Lakeland will go with Spatero.
They're coming out with a spread formation as well.
Single back, and they'll hand it off to Dupree. And he'll go for a couple of yards.
Dupree on the carry.
Number 30 on the initial. 30 had him around the ankles.
Short gain on the play.
That's James Sobel.
2nd and 9.
So Lakota Dupree gets a yard on that carry, and it'll be 2nd down.
The wind seems to have shifted a bit.
This game is just cruising by. Look at the eagle, Chris.
Wow, that is a big bird.
Big eagle just flew right over the top. What a beautiful sight that was. Handoff up the middle to Dupree again. Maybe a yard or two. And
Dupree on the carry.
Santino Crepa on the stop.
that center of that Old Forge line is pretty stout there.
I'm impressed with the size of the front four for Old Forge. I mean, they are big.
When's the last time you could say you're broadcasting the game and you see an eagle fly by?
Never.
That's a first
this
for
is
me.
the first time I've been broadcasting.
Oh, well, you know. Well, welcome aboard. It's pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah, it was really neat. Really neat.
So Dupree, the single setback behind Spatero. Toss sweep to Dupree to the short side of the field. He's got some running room to the outside, but then it closes up quickly.
Fumble.
Did he lose the
He
ball?
lost the ball, but it looks like he got it back.
And he's going to have the first down if they recovered it.
Dupree on the carry.
I'll tell you what.
The result of the play is the Lakeland Junior Chiefs first down.
Was that Holzman that came up fast like that from the outside for Old Forge?
It was.
Boy, he closed quick.
Both teams coming out with a spread offense today, really trying to open up some lanes.
So 1st down and 10. They'll give him the first down as he got the ball back. We're down to 2:22 already in our half. This first half just cruising by with all these running plays.
Old Forge really respecting the passing game of Lakeland.
Lakeland twins to either side, hand off to Dupree right up the gut, and he'll fight forward for a couple of yards.
See who's got him around the ankles. He's down below there.
Wow, somebody stole the ball for Old Forge. Look at this. Heads up play there by Holzman. He somehow wrestled the ball away, but it had already been blown dead.
Josiah Matias on the stop, but 34 came right out with the ball. Obviously, the officials blew the play dead.
So 2nd down and 7, we'll call it. And we're down to 1:48 in our first half. Whistles here from the officials. Let's see what we have. Looks like Old Forge may take a timeout. Nope.
Nope, they're outside the box. Let's move
okay, they're giving him a little coach's warning there.
No tight ends. Spread.
Back to pass goes Spatero, rolling to his right now under some pressure. Going to try and get the corner. Sobel and Chase, and Sobel will get him down.
Great pursuit by the Old Forge defense on that play. Spatero really had nowhere to go. Looks as if he was looking to throw the ball first, but coverage was great downfield.
So these two B teams for two smaller schools, good quarter kids here that'll come up through both of these programs. So it'll be a big 3rd down here for Lakeland. Clock under a minute and running. Let's look for some kind of a little trickeration here, Chris. They're taking a long time in there. Usually that means that they're going through something special. Spatero under center. Toss sweep coming to the left.
That's Russian.
To Russian. Russian makes a great cut. He's going to go in for a Lakeland touchdown. What a run by Russian. Boy, he planted that left foot, Chris, and just took off.
Impressive burst of speed there. It looked like Old Forge had good containment on the outside there. He found that seam and just took it in.
So Russian gets the Chiefs on the board first. How far out was that?
It looked like it was a 16-yard run.
So 16 yards for Russian, and the first score of the game comes with 33 seconds to go in the second quarter. Spatero will have Russian behind him in the set. Trips wide to the left, and we have a timeout taken by Lakeland. So these ever important extra points, and they're going to do their best here to see if they can get this bonus point.
Folks, can I have your attention?
All of it's still in the huddle. They're coming out now.
5757.
So 33 seconds left. Lakeland about to attempt their extra point here.
That's a red Chevy Cobalt.
Great crowd. Beautiful sunny November day for junior football. Dupree handoff to
Russian, and he's going
was
to
that
be
Russian?
Number 8.
I thought that was the number 6, but I might be wrong. I think that was Connor
6,
Frankowski.
you are correct. 6 and 8's tough to see on these jerseys, but
And Frankowski takes it in for the bonus point.
Takes it in for the extra point.
And it's 7-0 Lakeland
7.
with 33 seconds left in our half. Old Ford coaches trying to get their team ready here to return this kick.
33 seconds left in the half. Not sure what Old Ford is going to try to do here. Players look a little down on the Old Ford side. Game definitely not over.
Yeah, a lot of game left. So Lakeland will kick here.
Lakeland on our left, going from our left to the right.
Let's see.
Old Ford will get the ball from our right to the left.
That's Snipes to be the kicker here, it looks like. 11, is that 11? Appears to be possibly setting up for an onside kick here. Maybe not take a chance to kick it deep.
Old Ford's lining up for it.
Yeah, they're going to counter. They've got 6 across the front, and their second line just about 7 yards behind that.
17 is the kicker.
Oh, they're going to kick it deep, and it goes right to Nasira from his own 37. Makes a move, gets to the outside, down the sideline, and he'll be forced out of bounds there. I think the tackle is
by number 8.
That's Russian, right?
Yep.
So let's see what Old Forge will do here with 27 seconds left, trailing 7-0. Football at their own 49-yard line. They have more trick plays in their playbook, Chris, than anybody. When I used to break down their film last year on Huddle, it would drive you crazy.
It's tough. I mean, what do you got to do? You got to teach your defense to be disciplined and stay home, play their positions.
Their biggest problem sometimes is that there's so much movement and so many chances to turn the ball over. When they run that the right way, they're a tough offense to stop.
Right. And it is breezy out here, and everything's coming out of the shotgun, so that can affect things.
So this time it'll be Nasira in the gun, motioning from right to left as Hazelton. They'll fire it out to Hazelton on a swing pass. He catches it, has some blockers in front, and he breaks the tackle, still going. He'll have about 8 yards.
Russian on, nice play.
And I think Old Forge will take one of their timeouts here.
Russian's down. Looks like he's a little sore.
Looked like he caught a helmet right in the midsection there, Chris. And we'll have an injury timeout here. Hull's been a little slow getting up to. That was a big collision between those two. Holzman's like a bowling ball. He's just a bull. That kid, just a tough kid.
Well, looking at this Old Forge team, they got some bruisers out there.
So we have a timeout here for an injury. Once again,
looks like he's all right. Russian getting right back up.
Yeah, I think he just got a helmet in the gut there and took the wind out of him a little bit, and he hops right up. He'll have to come out for a play. Teammates, I'll go over and give him a pat on the back. And good sportsmanship so far. Both of our games.
Well, Old Forge isn't laying back on this drive with 17 seconds left in the half. They're trying to make something happen here.
It's nice to see Old Forge always has great support from their varsity football players that help and volunteer with the junior program, and that's the case again here. I see their quarterback out there, Cariotti, and some of the other players that they're always around the program, and that's what it takes to build a program. And then the Blue Devils, if anybody knows how, they have great pride in their football program and all their sports, to be honest, down in Old Forge. Sobel in the gun, back to pass. He's looking. Now he's going to fire the swing pass. If he gets it to Nasira, he has a chance. Oh, he just missed him. Nasira had a chance to go.
He was open. The ball was just slightly overthrown.
What a beautifully designed play. Just so anybody out there, they had Holzman on a wing. They sent him on a deep post and cleared that whole side of the field. But Nasira ran a wheel route from the on-back set. And if he had caught that, there was nothing but green grass in front of him. Well-designed play. Maybe the wind a little factor in that one, Chris, because that looked like it floated a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you with that one, Scott, because he was open, and he had a lot of time. Credit the Old Forge offensive line.
So they'll go empty here. Sobel will be in the gun with twins to either side. Long count. Back to pass goes Sobel. He's looking. Now he's going to step up and fire deep. Looking for Holzman. Holzman's got it at the 15, to the 10, to the 5, diving for the pilot, and he's in for an Old Forge touchdown.
Holzman.
Sobel to Holzman.
That didn't take long, Scott. 2 seconds left.
What was that, 47 yards was that?
Yes. I think it's actually on the 42 here. I may be wrong.
I think it was the 47.
It hung up there. The ball did hang up there, but he made a great play on the ball.
So Sobel to Holzman.
Defender got turned around, lost sight of the ball.
So we went 15 minutes and 27 seconds without a point, and then the final 33 seconds, we've got 13, potentially 14 points. And we'll have a timeout now. Lakeland are going to try and firm up their defense.
Coach Dupree not happy about that, obviously.
Two really nicely designed pass plays there from Old Forge. And just like that, we're in a 7-6 game. Old Forge with a chance to try and tie this up. Whatever he missed on the first pass, he put it back on that one, right where it needed to be.
The receiver made a great play on the ball. Defender kind of turned around, got lost. And Old Forge in for the touchdown.
Hey, hopefully they give us a little break in between the next game. We were rushed into that last one. I had to.
Yeah, and this first half actually went by pretty quick.
So we'll give ourselves a 2-minute break at halftime here, and we'll be back with stats, the scoring plays from the first half, and we'll see if we can get somebody else. Sobel on the keep up the middle, fighting forward, and he gets it. So Sobel ties this game up at 7 apiece. And we have 2 seconds left, so we'll have one more kickoff here in our first half. No quitting that Old Forge team. They're battle tested, Chris.
No, I wasn't sure what they would do on this last drive with not a lot of time left on the clock. But Coach Grappa came out and he had faith in his kids and threw the ball downfield and made some quarterback, wide receiver hooked up. Momentum shift again.
That ball went probably 25 yards or so in the air.
And now if you're Lakeland, you had the opportunity, obviously being an underdog in this game, going into halftime with the lead, and to give up a touchdown with 2 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to regroup at halftime and talk about that. Because Lakeland played a great first half.
So it'll be Oshinsky in the kick here for Old Forge with 2 seconds left.
Russians back deep for Lakeland.
This is going on the ground, I would think. It's a line drive kick, and it goes right out of bounds. So see if they can have the option to make them re-kick, or they can take the football at the 45-yard line. We'll see what Lakeland chooses to do here.
Oh, they definitely want to take it there.
So we'll have time for one play here.
Old Forge is not going to kick it to any Lakeland skilled players there. Now Spataro can throw here.
Absolutely.
So don't expect Lakeland to sit on it.
Actually, they're going to take it at the spot where it went out of bounds. So Correct. It won't be the 45. It didn't make it to that far. So it'll be the 49-yard line where Lakeland will have the football. So one play here. They'll have trips to the left. Back to pass. Bubble screen. Complete. A double pass. Dupree's going to look. He's got a man downfield. He's got it. Oh, he dropped it. The double pass, and that was close. That would have been a foot race.
Hazelton.
Wow. That would have been a foot race to the goal line, Chris. What a play. These two offensive coordinators are pulling it all out.
They're not giving up. They're going all out right here, especially with those. The last 30 seconds was the most exciting in the first half.
So we've reached halftime, and it's a good one. Our score, Old Forge 7, Lakeland 7. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the ACC JFL B-Team Super Bowl here on NPFsports.com.
We'll go over some of the how these teams got here today. We're back here with Old Forge and Lakeland, the B-Team Super Bowl matchup for the ACC JFL. Both these teams had a first-round bye in the playoffs. In the second round of the playoffs, Lakeland defeated Valley View 13-6, and Old Forge beat Dunmore 32-0. In the conference championship game, Lakeland knocked off North Pocono 20-0, and Old Forge beat Riverside 20-6 to get here today. These two teams did match up earlier in the season in week number 7, where Old Forge beat Lakeland 26-14. Old Forge enters today's game undefeated 9-0. They scored 273 points, giving up 97. Lakeland comes in at 7-3, scoring 157, giving up 75. So defensively, Lakeland is sound. Old Forge has put up a lot of points this year.
Here we go. Kickoff by Dupree is bounding, and it's on the ground. And let's see. I think Old Forge was able to corral it, but
It had a couple hops to it.
Old Forge
was able to get it, and that's number 30.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
So
James Sobel on the recovery for Old Forge.
let's see if Old Forge will come back and go to the passing attack, as they had some success in the last 30 seconds there. Sobel in the gun. No backs. At wide open, empty formation here. Back to pass goes Sobel. Nope, he's going to keep it on the draw, right up the gut. And he's got about 4 yards.
Number 30, Sobel calling his own number.
Ethan DePote on the stop for Lakeland.
Tackled by number 34, Ethan DePote. Gain of about
So
4
Chris and I are a little upset where I just turned my phone on to the welcome stat that Eli Manning has 2 touchdowns against my Eagles, and I can't say I'm happy about that. So
Negative.
14-0 Giants over the Eagles. 2 touchdown passes out of the gate for Manning.
Old Forge really taking their time here in the huddle.
So here comes Old Forge back to the ball here. Second down and a long 6.
Lakeland lines up with a 6-man front, no safety.
This time it'll be Nocera to take the snap. Sobel, the sidecar to his left. Motion across the set goes Holzman. Hand off to Sobel going right. Cuts back in, has a first down, and still fighting forward. A gain of about 10 yards.
Petrucci on the stop.
Another nice play there, Chris. They brought Holzman in motion, and he was basically like a trap guy to kick the end out. So some really creative plays here from both of these coaching staffs.
It is impressive, the plays, the offense that actually Old Forge does run at this level. He has 3 options that he can actually run out of that formation. That time he elected to go with the quarterback keeper off tackle, and it worked fine.
And as we mentioned, Chris, it starts all up front. Josh Spindler, that center, every one of these snaps has been dead on the money. You got to give him credit for that. We know how much work it is to do that.
At any level, really.
Holzman in motion, same play. And he's going to take it into the secondary again, goes Sobel, and it was the same play. They brought Holzman in motion. He kicked out the end. Sobel with a nice run up the middle, and another.
They really don't have an answer for that right now, Scott. I mean, they're running a 6-man line and still can't get that.
Sizable advantage up front, though, for Old Forge. If you look across the front of that Lakeland front, they're not really big. They've got 2 decent-sized defensive ends, but up in the middle, Lakeland really not with a lot of size. They go with more of a speed defensive tackle.
Just by looking at it right now, you see them lining up. The size differential is incredible.
Nocera will stay in the gun. Motion, Holzman. Now fake it now, and the quarterback will keep it. And what a play by Russian.
He ran so quick there, he ran out of his shoe.
Yeah, you know what? He didn't worry about it. He kept playing until the play was over, then he'll go get the shoe later.
Russian's playing a great defensive game today, and on the offensive side, he made a great read on that. He's very explosive.
So Chris, the 2 guys in the middle there, DePote and Uhr, are both under 100 pounds for the middle of that Lakeland defense. And they're going up against some big boys here up for the front of that Old Forge front. Spindler,
just by looking at it, it's got to be a 30, 40-pound difference.
Spindler, what the weight limit is, what, 135 for B?
140.
140, 121, 135 across the front. So probably giving up 30 pounds, close to a piece. They'll go right back to the same play again, that counter trap with Sobel. What a hit by Russian.
Russian came up again.
Number 30, James Sobel on the carry.
Sobel initially went up the gut with the play, bounced it outside to the left, and there was Russian there to make the tackle.
Russian just 84 pounds, but he hits hard. He's having a nice football game, both sides of the ball.
Agreed.
So 3rd down and long here. Old Forge maybe went back to the well one too many times on that play. They've run it 3 times and then ran the quarterback sweep off of the quarterback bootleg off of it, the counter. Taking their time here. They're going to have to be watch here. They're getting close to the play clock here, Chris. There goes the referee's hand up.
A lot of confusion on the offensive side right
now.
now.
Old Forge finally gets set. Sobel in the gun. Wow, that should back to pass.
The blitz.
Oh, what a hit!
That's number 11. Benjamin Snipes off the corner. And
Sobel's hurt. He got hit square. Never saw it coming. From the backside, it was a backside corner blitz. Sobel never saw him coming and got really hit pretty good there, Chris.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
He didn't see that hit coming at all, Scott. Snipes had
a dead run right at him. So it'll be
going to tend to Sobel right now.
It's going to be 4th down and long. I'm not sure if I don't know if he got hit to the helmet or if it was up underneath the chin area. Of course, they'll take their time, make sure he is okay. Coach is out taking a look at him. So don't forget our A-team matchup. We'll switch channels again. We'll have our A-team matchup, Riverside and Oliphant. It'll be our 3rd game of the day. Right now our score 7-7, 3:31 to play 3rd quarter. Old Forge will be facing a 4th down. They got to get it all the way to the 20, Chris. They're right at about the 40. Yeah, they need about 23 yards or so. So
they're on the Lakeland 43-yard line, 4th down and 23.
Now the hard part here for Old Forge will be that Sobel looks to be their throwing quarterback. They'll probably have to bring Nacera back to quarterback now for at least a play. Hopefully Sobel will be able to return to action, but he's got to come out for at least one play with the injury.
And they're taking the time with him, obviously.
Yeah. They rolled him over now, and he just took a good lick. I mean, it was a clean play. Now they're saying it could be his hand that's bothered. He got hit with a helmet.
Helmet on the hand.
Yeah, some. You and I are no stranger to injuries over our years of playing.
No.
With the kids. Kevin Colleran usually likes me because my kids have made several visits to the orthopedic doctor in the years.
As of mine, to another orthopedic doctor.
So we do our part to help the healthcare industry.
Yeah, it looks like his hand is what's bothering him.
Well, that's good news because I was worried a little bit that he may have gotten a blow to the, up in the chin area.
And he's up and coming off the field now.
He looks to be like okay. Hopefully he can return to action here. There, all the kids come over to give him a pat on the back, and we'll see. Good to see him up on the sideline, and they'll take a look at him. That we do have medical personnel here, which is good to take a look at him. And
he's right here, right in front of us. He looks good.
Hopefully he'll be able to get back into action. So 4th down and long here for Old Forge.
What do you think here, Scott? Obviously, it's passing down.
Yeah, either that or
quarterback's out. You got Nacera in there now.
If you've got a punter and you can punt, you might want to try and get some field position here.
They only have 10 out there.
Yeah, they had to get a replacement, and they have to change around their personnel now as Nacera will go to the quarterback position, and they'll bring in number 87. It looks like he'll go in at the tight end position. That's Joe Machaco.
Going out there during halftime and actually taking the break, you don't realize how strong the wind is today.
Yeah, it is.
It is swirling.
So it'll be, wow, how about this? Holzman's going to go to the quarterback position now. So maybe they're going to try to throw in Nacera here. Nacera comes in motion from right to left into trips. Holzman's just going to keep and run it around the left end, and they're going to try and get what they can here.
Lakeland was there. They weren't fooled.
And there's that number 8 again, Russian, knocks him out of bounds.
Russian and Petrucci there. Lakeland was not fooled with that. They read it the whole way.
Holzman took a pretty good lick there from Russian.
Lakeland defense holds turnover on downs. They'll start 1st and 10.
All right, we got 2:45 remaining in the 3rd. Still got a tie game going here.
So Holzman got a couple yards back, but not a lot, and it'll be Lakeland's football at their own. Wow, wind really kicking up there.
It is.
At their own 42-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 Lakeland.
So will still be tended to. Just checking out his hand.
Some confusion here as players in different positions here for Old Forge. They're trying to get organized. Lakeland's going to go quick. I formation, and they're going to give it to Russian. And Russian will have a couple of yards, maybe 4.
Number 8, Christopher Rush.
Tripped up by number 74, Matt, what do you say, Lenseski?
4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6.
Lenseski, that's our boy,
Lenseski.
the big blue devil, Rick and Terry. So 2nd down, 6 here for Lakeland.
Still looks like a little bit of confusion on the Old Forge side.
Yeah, I think they had to make some substitutions with Sobel on the sideline, and they moved some kids into different positions on that defensive side. Handoff right up the middle to Dupree. He'll fight forward close to a first down.
Tough yardages there for Dupree.
Once again,
by a host of junior devils.
Give credit to number 90 there, Santino Crepa on the stop up the middle. Again, those big boys up front. But Dupree did a good job pushing those guys back and gaining yards when they weren't really there.
So 3rd down and a short one here for Lakeland. We're tied at 7 apiece with 1:40 to go, 3rd quarter on a running clock. Single back behind Spatero. Spatero's going to keep. He'll have the first down.
Oh, and he's hit hard too. Number 85, Josh Spindler.
Number 85, Josh Spindler.
That wasn't enough for the first down, though.
Junior Chiefs first down.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 Lakeland from the Old Forge 46. Lakeland changes some personnel.
Still taking a look at Sobel over here on the sideline. Lakeland comes quick to the line. Twins left, I formation behind Spatero. They're going to go quick hitter to Dupree up the middle, and he's carrying defenders for 7 or 8 yards inside the Old Forge 40 down to about the 39.
Mario Colarusso on the stop for Old Forge. Scott, I'm a little surprised at the success that the Lakeland offensive line is having against the Old Forge front 3. I mean, the size differential is there, but Lakeland's holding their own.
And sometimes, you get these smaller guys, and like I said, Old Forge going with that style of standing up. These shorter guys are getting some leverage and getting a little push.
I agree.
Trips to the right now. Dupree, the single setback. They're going to go with a quarterback bootleg. Spatero trying to get the corner, and he's not going to get it. That's, once again, that's Holzman. Drags him down. Maybe a yard gain.
Domenico Spataro on the carry. Ridden out of bounds by number 34, Casey
Yeah,
Holtzman.
maybe a yard, but
Brings up
looks like it's 3rd and
long 2
3.
for Lakeland.
The unfortunate thing here, Sobel taking his equipment off, his shoulder pad, so I don't know if that's an indication that he may be done. Bandage on that
Yeah,
hand.
looks like he has a cut on it as well.
Oh, wow, what a hit.
Oh!
Lakeland tried to run off tackle, and it was blown up.
The Old Forge defensive line just blew
On the carry.
the Lakeland offensive line back, and he had nowhere to go.
That was number 39 for Old Forge, Chris. That's
4th and 4.
Joey
Grango.
Grango.
Wow. He was like shot out of a gun from his middle linebacker spot.
The 3rd quarter, folks, with your score.
That's it for the 3rd quarter.
Lakeland Junior Chiefs 7, Old Forge Junior Blue Devils 7.
That looked like an old a Shane Schubeck linebacker kind of hit.
Well, here we go, Scott. End of the 3rd quarter. We got ourselves another good game.
Yep, and it's going to be a 4th down and manageable here for Lakeland. Keep an eye on that hard count again now, because that time Old Forge really came off the ball quick that time. So let's see if Spatero may go back to the hard count and see if they can draw a cheap 5 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Spatero put it in the air here. He had success so far earlier in the game, right before halftime, so I'm a little surprised Lakeland hasn't gone to that yet, but they have success running the ball, so
So a big 4th down here for Lakeland. They need probably about 3.5 yards. Football spotted at the 40. They need to get down just about the 36-yard line. See the concern of everybody over here looking at Sobel, trying to do all they can maybe to see if he's able to go or not.
not having him is a big loss to this Old Forge offense.
And there goes the hard count, and Old Forge doesn't go off. Now they'll snap it. Spatero keeps trying to get to the outside and dives, and I don't think he got it. I think he's short.
Spatero on the keeper.
Initial hit there by number 22,
Number 22.
Mario Colarusso.
Yep.
It's going to be a turnover on
Didn't get it.
downs.
So Old Forge gets it back, and
Defense holds.
we go through flashes of offense, and then the defenses kick in, and what a game. So Nasera comes to the sideline. It looks like he will be the quarterback. Sobel with no pads over here.
You can see the look and concern on the Old Forge coaching staff right now, knowing that Sobel's probably will not return to this game.
Yeah, that's tough when you have that happen, to lose one of your key players to injury, and you know that they all want to be out there no matter what. Sometimes to their own detriment of their own safety. And so it'll be Holzman in the gun now. He'll take the direct snap. He'll go back to pass, and he'll take a draw. Holzman up the middle.
He's got room.
And he breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, still going to midfield. Got a blocker at the 45 to the 40, 35, 30. Cuts back to the 25 and then steps out of bounds. And number 8 again, Russian saves the touchdown, but what a run by Holzman.
Great downfield blocking, but credit Old Forge on that. And Russian is limping off the field.
So that's been their top player today.
His shoe came off again, but he doesn't look like he's doing so well.
He did everything in his power to keep Holzman from getting down that sideline. And looks like, did Lakeland take a timeout here, Chris?
No, it looks like officials timeout for an injury to get Russian.
Okay, they're going to let Russian off the field. He's being helped off now, shoe in hand. Now it'll be Nasera in. So we've had 3 different quarterbacks running this offense, and
everyone's been successful.
Yep. Pretty interchangeable. That's nice to run an offense when you have interchangeable parts like that.
You got to credit this Old Forge coaching staff for having these kids prepared.
Twins to either side of Nasera. He'll run the same play, quarterback keep, and he's going to be dragged down. What a play. Was that Petrucci, I think?
Number 1.
Number 1, I'm sorry.
Evan Pochis.
So Pochis with a great play on defense there, was not fooled, and drops.
Looks like Nasera had the inside tackle, but inside lane there, but looks like he bounced it outside, but Pochis was right there.
So 2nd down and 14, a 4-yard loss on that play. Nice play by the defensive end there. Old Forge will go with twins to either side again. Nasera in the gun. Takes the snap. Rolling. He's going to try and throw it. Now he's under some pressure.
On pressure.
Pochis is going to shove him out of bounds with the help of Petrucci, and it's going to be 3rd down and even longer now as he lost a few more yards.
They had good coverage downfield by Dupree and Snipes. Nobody was open, so he just tuck and run.
So all the way back to the 37-yard line. It's 3rd down and got to be about 20, Chris.
It's 3rd and long here. Lakeland's got Dupree back along with Snipes.
So it'll be Holzman to go into the quarterback spot this time. Nasera split wide to the right in twins, and then twins also to the backside left.
Middle of the field.
Back to pass Holzman. He's just going to tuck it and go and see what he can get here. And he's not going to get much. No. Runs right in the big number 79 for Lakeland.
Carry, tackled by number 79, Luke Smurl.
Luke Smurl.
So the Lakeland defense gives up the big play and held so far 4th down here.
Clock is running at 6:25.
Tie game, 4th quarter. So a big 4th down play here, and see what Coach Nasera can pull out of the playbook here for 4th down and 20. 4th and about 18, actually. So it'll be Nasera in the gun. He's got a tight slot and Holzman to his right. Back to pass. He's looking down the field. He's going to fire it deep for Holzman. And did he catch it? Even if he did, he shorted the 1st down. Holzman, I think, came down with it. So
well short of the 1st down, though.
But he got 15 yards of field position, so that's the positive for Old Forge. They ran him on a deep square and ran him all the way across the field.
He had him there. It looks like it was just slightly underthrown, but that could have been because of the wind.
At their own 24-yard line.
Pretty good coverage there, knowing where the marker was there. I'm not sure who the safety was, Chris, but
I think that was Dakota Dupree on the coverage.
And he knew where he didn't need him to get to and kept him in front of him. So a nice defensive job there of awareness. 5:46 to play, fourth quarter. We're tied. The B Super Bowl game here on MPFsports.com. Spataro brings his troops out. Russian back in the game, Chris, so he's
fine.
Back out there.
And they give it to
They'll
him.
toss it to him. He's going to try and get to the outside with that speed.
There's Nacera. Oh.
And I think we're going to get a penalty marker as Dupree was, I'm not sure if it was a clip or a hold.
Carry, tackled by number 30.
There's a lot of yellow flags on the field. That
More
was,
than one referee saw it. Illegal block against Lakeland.
Holding against
so that's going to back Lakeland up now and put them behind the sticks.
We talked about it in the C game.
We'll replay first down.
Well, really, that's what hurt Valley View at the end of that C game was the false start penalty. They had a chance first and goal with about a minute left. The false start had changed their whole momentum of their play calling, and then they went backwards and were unable to get in the end zone.
And here you have an illegal block, which is 10 yards from the spot. Now, the illegal block was 5 yards downfield, so it's a 15-yard penalty. So now we're at 1st and 25 for Lakeland, and they're on their own 10.
So the field position swings here. You see the poor Sobel down here, the disappointment of not being able to be out there.
Oh!
Almost. Wow, that could be intentional grounding. And it's going to be.
There wasn't a receiver in the area. And
Where was he at, Chris? This might be a safety.
Oh, I didn't realize he was
This could be close to a safety. I'm not sure where he let go of that. It was really close to that goal line, so we're going to have to see.
No.
They're going to say at the 1 yard line as
the call is intentional grounding against Lakeland.
That's the 1 yard line and a loss of down.
Mr. Arthur, the referee, says he let go of it at the 1 yard line. So, wow, would they have to get all the way out, Chris, to the 33 yard line? It is second down and 32 from their own one. I don't know what play we have for that in our book, but this is where you toss it to your fastest kid and hope he gets the corner.
You're exactly right. You got to get yards here. You got to get out of the end zone. At least give yourself an opportunity to be able to punt the ball, because from here, you're not going to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, you can't take a chance here. 5:22 to play.
Now, if you're talking fourth down and long here, why not throw a safety and give them a safety? Because you do not want to give them the ball here at the 1 yard line. But it's not. It's second down and long. Now, Lakeland hasn't had too much success up the gut here.
So here comes Lakeland. Spataro goes under center. Behind him is Russian. Twins left. Toss sweep Russian. Gets to the outside, and he has a couple.
Wow, he stopped at the 1.
He just barely got out of the end zone. I thought he was going to get through there, but who was that made that tackle? That was a nice play there. I think that was Holzman again.
Credit number 74.
74, okay.
Matt Lesneski, our boy.
So he was, I thought it was 34 at first. It was 74, so a nice job from the defensive end there.
Just under 5 minutes now.
And it's third down and 32 from their own 1. It's nice to see all the kids from the other teams come to see the Super Bowl game. I see jerseys from most of the other teams of the ACC here. They're going to run a sweep, and it's going to be a safety. There's the safety.
That Old Forge defense had penetration up front.
That was number 22.
Tackled in the end zone for a safety.
That's Mario Colarusso that came up.
He never really had a chance there, Scott. That Old Forge defense just got through. They had penetration there. He just had nowhere to run. He was tackled 5 yards deep in the end zone.
I believe it was 22. Was it 22 that made that tackle, guys? Did anybody? Was that 22 that made that tackle? Yeah. We believe it was Colarusso, but we're not positive. Wow, we even got the safety dance going here. Look at.
So even though Lakeland did give up a safety there, I mean, they're going to kick off here. If they can get their defense to make some plays here, get the ball back, it's still only a 2-point game. You still got to score a touchdown to win the game. The bad part is Lakeland has to kick off from the 20 because of the safety. So Old Forge is going to get the ball back, and they're going to get it back in decent field.
It's like I think, see now, Sobel's the kind of kid that we would like because it's almost like he's down here petitioning, trying to show everybody, oh, look, my hand works, all my fingers are moving. He's doing his best.
Yeah, he looks good. His hand, I mean, he's there moving it.
He took the bandage off. I don't think that any of the people know that.
Nope.
Some players from Riverside going over to check on him here, so it's a good sportsmanship among all these guys. Two rivals like that to see Riverside and Old Forge.
Dupree set to kick off for Lakeland.
Line drive kick off the terrace foot, and it's loose. And wow, he's lucky to get that back. 11 and 8 for Lakeland on the tackle. That's Snipes and Russian.
They got down the field quick there, but Nacera was able to cover up that kick.
So Lakeland, I believe, has at least 2 of their timeouts left. They may have all 3.
41. I said 41.
It's funny. He's still trying here.
Yeah. Coach Krapke is asking his parents.
So here we go. First down and 10. Old Forge. They're on top by 2. Compliments of the safety. 9-7. 4 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Fourth quarter of our B-Team Super Bowl. Holzman in the gun. Motion across the set. Nacera. Speed sweep faked. Holzman keeps it, and he's blown up in the backfield. A big loss on the play.
Number 16 of Lakeland.
Number 16, Cameron.
That's Cameron Muskowski.
So a big loss, and it's second down and long.
Looks like the tailback might have got crossed up there because it looks like he ran into him.
The defenses have just started to dominate this football game. I think Sobel lost his petition. He's back sitting on the bench. I'll give him credit for trying. He wants to be out there with his buddies no matter what. I can't blame him.
But sure, it's been a defensive second half right now. Not much offense going. It is second down and long for Old Forge here.
So Holzman in the gun, twins to his left. Takes the snap. He's going to roll to the right. Gets cut back into the middle. Breaks a tackle, and then he'll be finally taken down. Dupree along with some help.
Initial hit. Dupree actually missed him.
50.
Looks like number 50 from Lakeland.
Christopher
Chamola on the stop for Lakeland. So only a short pickup on the play.
So third down and about 12. Football at the Lakeland 44-yard line. Down to 3:10 to play here, fourth quarter, and it's a good one. Old Forge, by virtue of a safety, has a 9-7 lead. All of our touchdown scoring came within a 33-second blitz at the end of the half. And Old Forge is taking a long time here in the huddle.
Well, they're in no rush right now.
And I think that's what Lakeland staff is saying over there is, where's the play clock at?
Jeff Arthur's looking at, and there it is.
And there it is. So it's going to be third down and 17 now.
Against Old Forge.
2:39 to play, Chris. So if you're Old Forge here, you just go to your best running play, see what you can get. Try and keep that clock running and make Lakeland have to use their timeout, right?
You're probably going to see the ball in Nacera's hand here. He's probably one of their faster kids, most athletic kids. You're definitely not going to put the ball up in the air. You still want to work on the clock.
Yeah,
it's only third down, so
I think it'll be either Holzman or Nacera with the run here. And try and force Lakeland to use their timeouts.
And Old Forge is going to use one of theirs right now.
So they're going to make sure they get what they want here.
Old Forge.
If you're going to beat them, you're going to have to come with your A game. And so here we go. Nacera in the gun. Third down and long. Back to pass. He's going to throw it. They're going to fire it deep down. He's got a man. It just overshoots him. And the Old Forge coaching staff goes to the ground over here. They thought they had called the big play there. Number 74 they went for.
Lenseski.
The tight end. They had him lined up at tight end. They set him on a seam route and just missed him.
Gutsy call there, Scott.
Yes, it was. Now, here's the thing for Lakeland. The clock stopped.
Exactly.
So 2:34 to play. It only took 5 seconds there. And now, immediately when this play is stopped, if they don't get the first down here on fourth and very long, Lakeland is going to probably have decent field position, some timeouts to work with, and a chance.
Well, do you punt the ball here is the question. The snaps are fine. They're not going to punt.
Well, it's going to be Nacera with a running back to his left. Holzman out to the left. I got to imagine if they throw it, they're going to look Holzman's way.
They got Dupree playing deep
Back to
center field.
pass, they're going to look at the same route again, and he doesn't have it.
He's got running room.
He's got some running room. Now it's just going to be a matter of can he get to the marker, and he won't.
No.
He does pick up about 8 yards, but Lakeland will have the football at their own 42-yard line with 2:24 left to see if they can take this football 58 yards.
Nacera actually made a really great play there because Lakeland had penetration. He had no time really to throw the ball. He rolled to his left. Got as much yards as he could.
So it's 1st down and 10, Lakeland football at their own 43-yard line. Holzman will come to the wide side of the field here at linebacker on defense. 5-man front for Old Forge here. 3 linebackers, 3 secondary players. Trips to the right for Lakeland. Back to pass goes Spatero. Fires deep down the right sideline, and it is almost intercepted by Nacera.
He overthrew Dupree there. Nacera was there, though.
Dupree falls incomplete.
So Lakeland tried to get it all in one play, and really good coverage there by Nacera on Dupree. And
Old Forge is playing man coverage here. They're not really playing anybody deep here, Scott. So I'm kind of surprised the fact they're not playing anybody deep.
Immediately following the game.
2nd down, 10, Lakeland. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to go, 4th quarter. You're listening to the B Team Super Bowl here on NPFsports.com. Spatero with the single back behind him, wings to either side. Back to pass. Rolling. Now he's going to fire the out, and it's complete to Dupree. And Dupree's got about a 5, maybe 6-yard gain max. So it'll
Connor Oshinsky was right there on the coverage. He kept him right in front of him.
It'll be a 3rd down and about 5 here. And what do we have?
Timeout, Lakeland.
Lakeland will take a timeout. 2:04 to play, 4th quarter.
And we got another nail biter.
You're listening to the ACC B Team Super Bowl on NPFsports.com.
For all you out-of-town Cougar fans who love Andy's Pizza. Starting soon, you can have your...
So here we go, 3rd down and about 6 for Lakeland. Spatero, back to pass again. All throws this time. Under pressure. He's going to flip it. Oh, almost a great catch by Petrucci off the hand. Just a little too much heat on that.
We're going up 4th down.
He had coverage by number 34, but number 34 lost his balance, causing Petrucci to become wide open.
I think he should have just tucked that and gone, Chris. He probably could have gotten 1st down at least.
Petrucci came over here to the left with 2 guys on him. The corner actually backed up, so you're right. At least enough to get the 1st down. Sorry.
Yeah, 1:57 left. Yeah. Old Forge coaching staff is. See if they dial up a blitz here, Chris, and make him get rid of the ball quickly.
Well, this is 4th and 6, so the Old Forge coaching staff is right here saying, make this play, make this play.
So that's what they're doing. They're calling in and let's see if 85 blitzes here, Chris. That's who they're talking to. That's Spindler, their middle linebacker. Spatero back. Now he's going to roll.
Running room. He's got running room.
He's going to flip it. And it's complete for the 1st down. Number 21 has the 1st down. And he's going to be down to about the 46-yard line.
What a big play by Hazelton on the reception.
Wow. And I'll tell you what, Spatero, I'll give him credit. He had composure.
He did. I thought at first he was going to run the ball because he had room. He just kind of lob passed it over the defender. Hazelton made a great catch on it.
1:45 to go. He was ruled down inbounds, Chris. They said his forward progress was stopped, so the clock is running. Not sure if Lakeland's aware of that. They're going to come out of the hall fairly quick, though, either way. 1:35 to go. Spatero under center. Single set back behind him. Back to pass. Spatero under some pressure. Steps up, fires deep down the right side. Dupree goes up against it. What a catch by Dakota Dupree.
What a catch by Dupree with 2 guys all over him.
Dupree just went up and get it. Lakota Dupree just went up and got that football. He wanted it more. And Lakeland is at the 15-yard line. They'll set the sticks and then they'll run the clock. 1:18 to go. So both of our games, Chris, coming down to the wire here. Spatero under center, I formation. Handoff. Up the middle goes number 11, breaks the tackle into the secondary.
He's in
touchdown!
Oh, my goodness.
Lakeland puts the ball in the end zone.
Number 11, Benjamin Snipes.
Snipes takes it up the gut, breaks the tackle, makes a move, and trots in from 15 yards out, and Lakeland takes the lead.
Unbelievable. Just when you think games can't get any better, first you have the C game, and now you have an ending like this.
1 minute and 2 seconds to go, fourth quarter. We're not done yet. $15-yard touchdown run.
It all goes back to that reception Hazelton made here on that 4th and 6.
Benjamin Snipes with the big play. And here comes an important extra point. Toss
Well, if they get this or
to
not.
Russian, and Russian short. He gets stuck by Holzman.
Extra point attempt denied by the Old Forge Junior Devils defense.
So Old Forge, I think they have one timeout left, Chris.
Well, there is plenty of time for Old Forge to get a score on the board.
Russian is now down injured in the end zone after that play, so we'll keep an eye on him.
They're down 4 points right now. There's a minute 2 left on the clock.
What a game. 2 great games today, Chris.
You know, with Sobel still out, we got to see what Coach Krapka can actually dial up here.
Well, they're probably going to put Nocera
For
or
the 18, will someone from the following families report for concession stand duty? Someone from the Shimolet.
They're still tending to Russian down at the 2-yard line. You got to shake it up on the play.
Yeah.
Concession stand for your duties for the 18.
a solid hit on him there. And so what will Lakeland do here now, Chris? Will they kick it deep or will they squib it? That's the question. These are the decisions that you and I always anguish over down on the sideline.
Your defense is playing good right now. Sobel's out of the game. Don't give them the opportunity to run it back. I would squib kick this.
So
That's just my opinion on the matter. But
Old Forge has, I'll tell you what, if you have the guts to kick the ball deep down the middle, you can really pin them back here. Because they've got Holzman wide on the left side on the outside of the hash. Nasir is out on the numbers on this side. They've got 6 guys in the front line for Old Forge, 3 in the second line. Lakeland getting ready to kick. They're helping Russian off the field now.
he's walking off on his own power.
So once he gets off the field,
So looking at Lakeland's lineup, I see them going to squib kick this. I don't see any of their skill players out there on coverage. So
it'll be.
He's not lining up as if he's gonna. It looks like he's going to kick it high and short.
It's Dupree to kick it. 1 minute, 2 seconds left. Old Forge with 1 timeout left, and they need to put the ball in the end zone. Dupree down the middle. It's bouncing. It's still on the ground, and now they'll just cover it at the 39-yard line. So Old Forge 61 yards away with 1 minute, 1 second, and 1 timeout.
And that's what Lakeland was actually hoping for.
Old Forge will start.
Kick it long, squib it a little bit. Hopefully,
that worked out perfect for them.
Old Forge has some issues with it, and that's exactly what happened. They downed it down at the 40. Old Forge has 60 yards to win this Super Bowl.
They'll mark it right on the 40. They give him a generous mark there.
And obviously one of Lakeland's best players, Dupree, he's playing center field.
Yeah, he's 13 yards off the ball, dead center of the field. Nacera in the gun. Motion is Holzman. Back to pass goes Nacera, rolling, looking under tense pressure now.
Boy.
And he's going to go down.
He is sacked for a huge loss. He really had no time there, Scott.
And they're going to have to use their last time out. So number 79, Chris, that's 2 big plays for him down the stretch on defense. Luke Smurl. And you hate to say it, but with Sobel, when he came off the field, to change things a little bit for that Old Forge offense. Since he went out, they've only had 1 really big play, and that was Holzman on the quarterback draw. And then Lakeland's defense stiffened. And Lakeland went to the passing attack. To give Spatero credit, that last drive, every play with the exception of the running touchdown was a pass play.
And really, Old Forge offense really was kept out of sync by this Lakeland defense all day. The only success really Old Forge had in this whole game was that drive right before halftime on the pass play. Other than that, really, Lakeland's defense has held up.
So now Dupree will be 15 yards deep center of the field. Nasera in the gun.
50 seconds.
Now they'll back off even more defensive backs here. Nasera back, looking. He's going to try and get it to Holzman. Firing deep down the sideline. Ball's in the air, and it's intercepted by Dupree. Down the left sideline goes Dupree to the 30, and he'll just take it out of bounds smartly.
There's a penalty marker on the far side, but that might be on the offense.
By number 17, Lakota Dupree.
It is an ineligible receiver, and that's it, Scott.
So we're going to see the victory formation again with 40 seconds left. Old Forge cannot stop the clock again.
Receiver downfield.
And you're going to see Lakeland in the victory formation here.
Looks like Lakeland is going to pull off the upset here.
So there will be no repeat Super Bowl champion.
10.
We'll have 3 new champions this year, Chris.
At their own, or at the Old Forge 23-yard line.
It's like Lakeland in the victory formation here. Old Forge can't stop the clock.
And that should do it. They'll wind it in one more time.
What a great football game this was.
Final score is going to be Lakeland 13, Old Forge 9. And we still have one more to go, Chris. 2 great ones in the books
today. I give a lot of credit to Lakeland. Right after they were down at the 1-yard line, got the safety. Old Forge got the ball back with possibly a chance to put it away, and they couldn't do it. And congratulations to the Lakeland Junior Chiefs.
So here's our tough choices now. We have to pick our Century Dental players of the game. For Old Forge, I'm leaning towards Sobel or Holzman. I think the two of them. When Sobel went out, Sobel had the big touchdown pass to Holzman, the 47-yarder, and Sobel was making some big plays all over the field.
Correct.
So I think I'm going to lead to Sobel getting the player of the game, and unfortunately he had to leave with injury.
Correct.
But we'll lean to giving it to James Sobel. He'll be our Century Dental with a player game for Old Forge. For Lakeland, boy, who do we pick?
Well, Dupree played a great game defensively.
Russian had a great game.
Russian had a great game.
And then number 79, Smurl had some big plays at the end of the game.
Russian was great offensively. He was great defensively. Made some great plays. So
we'll go with Russian.
We'll go with Russian.
Russian did have a touchdown in the game. It was a 16-yard run. And then
he made some great defensive plays.
Yeah, he had some big hits in the game, too. So we'll go with, for Lakeland, we'll go with number 8. Christopher Russian as our Century Dental player of the game. Congratulations to the Lakeland Chiefs, the B-Team champions here in the ACC JFL B-Team Super Bowl. Thanks a lot for listening to our broadcast here on MPF Sports.